Good morning, everybody. Hola. Hello, hello, hello for boredom. Cheers for boredom. Woo! It's good to be bored. My kids are learning what boredom's about this week as they got their electronics jacked from some last week shenanigans. Hoi hoi. I don't know what that means, but we're going to go with it. Hoi hoi. Suze, glad you made it. First time, long time. Love it. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Evan. I sent your Conklin back on Saturday. I don't know if it's arrived yet. It might not have. Thank you for loaning that to me. It's average as expected. Shh. Y'all don't get too loud in here. We have things to do at the library, so we don't want to disturb our patrons at the library today. Shh. I love our librarians. Love our librarians. You're the first one to have that pen, Evan. You're not supposed to talk about it yet. First one. No one else has that pen except me and you. Oh, and Jeff. Jeff has that pen. Sorry. Three of us. You'll get a pen eventually. You'll get a pen. So today's super boring stream will be me addressing envelopes. So that's all that's left from the first 200 notebooks. Gumbo Man Pat, thanks for the sub. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate gumbo as well. I don't get a good gumbo anymore now that I don't live in Louisiana. So this is all the notebooks we have left. Someone got, I forget, is it Quidelic on Instagram, I think it was, got a super sweet, the letterpress version. I forget the name of it. Y'all can tell me the name of it. But if you go look there, they show us the new Retro 51. No, I'll show it to you next week. They posted that letterpress one, and it's a really clean farm. Like it's really kind of like perfectly set up little print job on that specific one that they got out of these magic notebooks. Still haven't seen the Butcher Blue. If anyone's got that yet, I'd like to see it. Maybe it's in this stash. I don't know. But this is it for this batch. Tiny badge, 6 months. Thank you so much. Kapow. So I need to order some new envelopes. I definitely have another 200 to get to. I still have, on my spreadsheet, I still have 160. Michael, thanks so much. I appreciate it. I still have 160 names on the list. So I already have a good start to the next batch, which I'll probably go ahead and get started soon. Like, I just need to order the envelopes and pull out the notebooks to stuff. We'll do another 200 of these before we do something else like ink samples or something like that. So we'll figure it out. But this is it. This is all that's left of the original 200. So what is that? Maybe 30? So we'll see if I have enough postage today to get through this disc. Oh, is it Field Notes Day today? That'll be good. We can talk about that on the podcast tomorrow. I need podcast topics for tomorrow. So like I have a few things. Give me some podcast topics that I can write down that you want us to discuss tomorrow. I already forgot the topics I wrote down. So I got podcast topic, Tony. It generally comes up, unfortunately, plenty of times. Electric storm over North London. Are you serious right now? Like, did it knock anything out? Salty Scott, you need to go 2x speed. Could be wet. I don't care if he's wet as long as he has power. Local pen clubs. That's a cool topic. I don't know, like, if I can think of enough depth in that between now and tomorrow to put some ideas around. But we have so many listeners that are part of their local pen clubs. That's a good topic, so I wrote that down. Have you talked about 3D printed pens? Yeah, a few times. So like we've talked about Jerry's stuff with additive pens. We've talked about the guy over in Sweden maybe who does like the really high-end, fancy, complicated 3D pens. I forget his name. It was just kind of a one-off thing. Fontaplumo or someone was maybe carrying one for Prodeer. Is Prodeer the one with the very complex ones, like the very like basket weavy? Let's see what this looks like. Oh no, I haven't seen these, Evan. Okay, so you were just saying general topic. That's good. I like that. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've never heard of them. That's great. See? That's super cool. The new purple eco is right up my alley, but I have so many ecos, but purple is my favorite color. I bought the orange one because that's my favorite color. Purple's probably number 2. I'm gonna pass on purple, but the color is freaking killer. 3D printed pens on. Oh, I have the what's that? I call it the keto pen. I don't know what it's called. What's that one 3D printed? Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't know that, Tony. That's good. So you'll go follow that. I don't know that I follow this channel, but I will. What's that one I bought off Kickstarter? The Rocka. Yeah. Yeah, me and Brian have 3D printed some pen stands. We actually have a concept that I want to explore for, yeah, that one pen. Like I'm a super backer, so that means 100 plus. That one pen, Rocka, Roka. Look that one up. I think that's the name of it. Is that right? I have my laptop in front of me, so my keyboard's jacked up. Maybe that's wrong. Yeah, apparently that's wrong. Oh, I'm terrible. Dang it. All right, y'all are going to make me log into my Kickstarter to figure this out. It's going to bug me now. Things verse. Maybe it's just the rock pen. Magnetic pen stand. That's cool. Yeah, I'm not going to do that on the stream computer. We're going to do that on here because I can get to it faster. Am I allowed to log into Kickstarter? Like, do we know? We're not sure. I'm allowed to log in for pre-existing projects, right? Chief Keith. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. This new schedule thing really helps. Are you on a new schedule? Or am I on a schedule? Where is my backer? It's only future purchases that are problematic. Got it. Piotr pens. Yeah, that sounds right. I'm following a schedule for Twitch. I am. I'm like on a roll. Like, it's been good. Like I'm sticking to kind of shorter streams, so I'm not getting like crazy burnout yet, because I know like I will eventually do longer streams when I know that I can commit to like the time. But like these 1 to 2 hour streams twice a week. Ooh, TikTok. We haven't gotten many TikTok ads today. Mentioned. Did everyone else get TikTok? All right, where are Brad's backed projects? No ads. Sometimes it happens with no ads. Brad has backed 110 projects. Rip. How are we going to find this pen? That one pen I backed on Kickstarter that time. Remember that one, chat? Remember that one time I backed that pen? I was right. I just spelled it wrong. It's the Rock. R-O-H-K. I was close. R-O-H-K. Artisanal Imperfection. Is that this? That doesn't look like the same brand. Oh, because it's Ketelon. Ketelon is the brand. The Ketelon Rock. Yeah, it's funny. Now that y'all say that, Well, we're October 1st today, right? So we should all be kind of rebooted. I pulled up a streamer as I was prepping for this, and I didn't get an ad either. So maybe their ad thing is broken. So here's the link. This was that was a long play to get to this one 3D printed pen that I bought. So Twitch Prime doesn't prevent ads, I don't believe. As far as I know, it's in the past I've certainly gotten less ads. Like I'll go for weeks at a time and not get an ad entering a stream, but that's why I try to start the stream like at 10 a.m. if I'm going to go for 10 a.m. my time, I'll start this fewer ads. Okay. Gotcha. So I'll start the stream at like 9:57 to give the 3-minute login ad time. So like if people want to be at the start of the stream, they can jump in. Fewer ads, not less. Aren't those the same things though? I mean, is that a Southern thing? There's a difference between fewer and less. There's a difference between fewer and none. Yeah, and mobile might be a thing too. So how many pilot prayers are too many? I got a really good email about pilot prayer this weekend when we were discussing what pens were good for your crappy copy paper at work, and the pilot prayer I think is actually a good choice. Someone wrote me like an 8 bullet point reasons why the pilot prayer is the correct answer to that question. So I don't know, we can get into the pen and pen discussion if we're going to do. Less is specific and fewer is general. Pens. Cheap and inexpensive, yeah. Prayers are chunky. I don't find prayers chunky at all. I think prayers are the Kaweco Sport of the pilot lineup. They're small, lightweight, durable, take a beating, have good writing experience, good nibs. I love the Prera. They're just expensive relative to other pens, but I think they've actually they're trying to fix that price a little bit. Like it's not a $50 pen, right? It needs to be like a $35 pen. Fewer pens in the case, less ink in the bottle. So how can we mathematically devise that? Because you can't have fewer ink in the bottle, right? No one says I have fewer ink in the bottle. So it's a math problem. With this boringstream.com. I need to buy that domain. Is that domain available? boringstreams.com. All right, so Evan wins once again. Generally, Evan's right, like most things. Evan, have you ever been wrong? I'm not sure Evan's been wrong. It is available. I've let a couple of domains go recently that have I've paid for like 6 or 7 years worth of domains, and it's just, that's too long to hold names. I will not buy boringstream.com. You might be starting yet another new blog. That'd be fine. Everyone should start a blog, or everyone should write and share their words on the internet, or everyone should like Instagram and like do things. Like I'm very much for that. Too many. That's the thing is like I love that style with the clear barrel mostly. I know they've done solid color prayers, still do solid color prayers, but the clear prayers are my jam. It was all I could do to not buy that green one. They had that limited edition green one that time. That was one of the more recent ones. They could do more with the prayer lineup, and they do a lot already. If they did more with it and like focused on it, like the TWSBI Eco, where they kind of just did specific colors more regularly, I'd be into it because it's such a good pen. That's one of the only pens besides like the Kaweco Sport that I will post to write with because it's just perfect when it's posted. I think that's cool. Good morning, even supposing. Good morning. Yeah. So I'm going to be with the pilot rep for the U.S. in October for a day for an event. So I'll hit him up on the prayers like, hey, let Japan know. Like, I'm sure he's got big sway, right? let Japan know that we need more prayers, and they need to lower the price by like $5 or $10. Like, not much. I'm not asking for a lot, Pilot. But like, if they lowered the price just that tiny amount, it would make all the difference in like my recommendations for it. More Decimo colors, I would. Pilot needs to do a better job in their mainline pens. They have a huge gap. Like, I yell at Lamy a lot. Pilot doesn't quite do it right in their main lineup pens, in my opinion. They're not doing enough, or they could do more. That's a fewer argument right there. Oh, did I bring my stamp? Yeah, I got my stamp. Okay. Yeah, so why don't they started to do their CI nib in the prayers? Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that a lie? That might be a lie. I don't know. But yeah, so Pilot is one I argue for. Boy, you're leaving a lot on the table in the $50 to $200 price points. Like, a lot in my book. I feel they could do better. Yeah, that's what I thought. So that's that CM. So that CM I think is 0.9. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe, and it's just flat out amazing. I love that nib. It's steel. It's good. It's just that's like getting one of the nibs that one of my pens ground. It's that good of a nib. All right, I'm going to start addressing. I don't think I'll get to all these, but a dozen Decimos in Japan. Like, so how many, so this is just a whole marketplace conversation, right? Because the U.S. market, the new Vanishing Point, customers were getting the retailers were not getting like a huge allocation of those. Like, does the US market rank in the grand scheme of things? And companies tend to say no to that. And I mean, they have the numbers, we don't. So who am I to argue with that? It's just frustrating, like, when you want things. Like, retailers were getting single-digit Vanishing Points of the turquoise one. I mean, you can't even, it's like, should you even put that up on the site? Like, they just, I mean, I understand they're limited and things like that, but it's just like the Lamy 2000. Yeah, I think you might have that backwards, Tony. I don't want to go there, but I think you might have that one backwards. So, I don't know. That's the fight we always fight. Oh, it's from a Doors song? I've never listened really to the Doors. I have some gaps in my music listening. The Doors were never never a band that I listened to, like, on purpose. I think the Washington Post just reprints that same article every year for the past decade. Pretty much every newspaper. Hey, it's time to run the fountain pen article, Bob. Can you go change it to make it current for this year? Like, I totally think that's the case. Yes, long story short, Pilot should send more pens to the U.S. And Lamy and whoever else. Oh, do they? Oh, good. I mean, Tyler is walking wild, so any picture of him, I imagine, would be equally as wild. So I'll have to check that out. Those darn millennials. I'm quieter. If you see me getting quiet, it's because the address is international and it's really long, and I have to concentrate on it more. Oh, you're saying it's just wild in general, that they have a picture of Tyler. Well, Tyler's wild looking, so maybe it's double wild. Good Lord. This address might not end. And it's only in Canada. It's usually not this long. This is a long one. Lamy accent coming. I really love the studio. Yes, agreed, Sarah. Agreed. I guess that's what I was trying to say. I'm not sure if my words came out. Does Pilot not have the capacity to make enough? I would bet money that they have the capacity. I would also bet that, like, as much as I like to moan and complain about Lamy and Pilot, make more fun stuff, make more things, whatever their numbers show, we will never know, right? And, you know, we're such a small community as a whole that, okay, like, it's this, the standard internet thing is, we like to talk about all these things, and we don't have the numbers to, like, back up what we want, and where Pilot's saying, you know what, the numbers show we just don't sell as much. We just hear, like, the small things. Twitch.com. Oh, Korthonk. Oh, was that the link to the Tyler picture? Let me look at Maryland Blues Up Artisanal. Oh, wow, that's a lot of words. Yeah, Tyler. That picture makes him look like he's had his beard in a scrunchie. Oh, that's dope. Tyler's cool. Have y'all ever talked to Tyler? Like, he's super cool. He's so quiet. Like, he's a very quiet dude. Like, I'm surprised he agreed to this. Okay, cool. I will go back and read this later. I love Tyler. He's so nice. He's super quiet, though. We're doing everything we can to boost the number of pens we buy, right? I feel like we've proven ourselves over the last 5-8 years, things like that. So, like, our allocation, I think, should be adjusted appropriately. Uh-oh, Jericho's friend's getting a notebook. I'm pretty stoked about getting to the end of this box of notebooks. Is anyone going to the Detroit Pen Show? When is that coming? And was anyone at the Dallas Pen Show? Did Stephanie. Did anyone go to Dallas that would like to share their experience? All my feedback was raves. That show, just being Friday and Saturday, goes by so fast. Like, you can't even breathe. And is Detroit next, or is Columbus? I guess. Oh, and Colorado's coming up soon. Yeah, JVK, no problem. Hope you enjoy it. I'm down to, like, the last 60-70 Burton cases to ship out for the Kickstarter project, so I should have that done hopefully Wednesday. Denver show's in a week and a half, so y'all go to the Colorado show, get your tickets, get your plane tickets, get your hotel, fly out. Go ahead and fly out now. I think Jessie has room in her house, like, if you need to get there a little bit early, want to hang out, help her restore some pens, get ready for the show, stuff like that. So yeah, her address is just kidding. Ohio is Halloween weekend. When is Detroit and Toronto? God, that's a lot more pen shows. A lot more pen shows. A lot of good shows too. I mean, is there a bad pin show? I mean, I guess technically there is, but pin show concentrate. So, wow. That's what, 4 shows in the span of the next 5 weeks? Commonwealth is not a great pin show. Plus Tokyo. What is happening all of a sudden? That's kind of cool. I'm going to try to do Dallas next year. That's the working plan right now, but I need to work on all the plans. Actually, anyone who was at Dallas is probably back to work today and didn't have time to hang out on Twitch. They're probably like, I should probably do some work. I left a little bit early. And London. This is the Elwes October. My Toby's dog food shipped. FYI, in case you were wondering. Yeah, we feed Toby every now and then. Just, whatever. All right, Michael, you need to plan on next year. Just go ahead and get a mental prep. Tilburg was last week. Goodness. Noodlers filled up a Bay State blue on Sunday. Still have a spot of blue on my thumbnail. Yeah. Yeah. All right, Aqua, get ready. I did that extra loud just for Aqua the Lovebird. Big problem with Dallas is that it's in Dallas. I don't mind Dallas. Well, I haven't seen much of Dallas, so I take that back. I have no comment on Dallas. I do know that there's nowhere to eat around that hotel except the steakhouse across the street. Like it's a chain, but it was good. Like that's the only place I ate. But you're just in and out of there so fast, and you work so hard. Like when you're working the Dallas show, like you don't even remember it at all. Yes, he was gonna do that last year, I think, when I came, and they couldn't make it. I guess was that around when Joy was pregnant, maybe? But our case manufacturer is near them as well, so I don't know that I'll see them this year, but probably early next year, probably before Dallas. I think my envelope writing pen is about done. Like this tip, like it shouldn't have that much gunk around it, and I can't clean it off. See if we can make it through this stack, then we'll get a new one for the next batch. A new pencil shop in McKinney that I was so confused by. Who is that for real? Is that like not is that not from the Onion, like making fun of like fountain pens? That's a fountain pen inks and names. That one, that's the for real name. I have Nathan Special. That's the real name. Wow, not the Onion, huh? Wow. Oh no, I believe you. Like that's well within that's within the realm of norm. I would totally believe that. It's like the opposite of BSB. Oh, I need to give y'all an update on sticker stream from last week. I'll do that after this address. Dude, 300 grand. It's amazing. We still got some more to go because that artwork's still going to be auctioned and that's going to be donated. So hopefully that'll be another few thousand. But still, 300 grand. We'll talk about that tomorrow. I could just about pay off my mortgage with that. Oh Lord. But yeah, I'm just thrilled to be part of that. So that just means we're gonna crush it next year too, right? All right. Let me delete this row. All right, sticker stream update. So the only thing I added was the Shiba. That's for the upcoming Pen Addict Retro sticker. So we left room. I still got to get the knock sticker and the spoke sticker, like I said. And then the bottom is like, where is it? Playing for fun. After I stuck this on here, they up and canceled. It's like, what's up with that? So I just need to, like, I'll keep it in memoriam. I'll just, like, maybe get a Sharpie and write, like, RIP on here or something like that. So they're on indefinite hiatus now. So playing for fun is crooked, is it? It might be. Yeah, it looks a little crooked. So maybe it gets removed. Maybe we just keep it there as a memoriam for a great show. So yeah, so that's sticker stream update. I need a unicorn. I do. I'm pro unicorn. I need a unicorn sticker. Yeah, F's in the chat for playing for fun. Hopefully they make it back. I know Tiff's focusing on her art. Make sure you we can do like game streams. Like I'm up for like scheduled game streams and like doing just fun random stuff at like different than like my weekday 10 a.m. streams. Like the goal is to eventually have more stream time. And this is the start of that and trying to figure it all out. Cuz I think streaming's fun. Yeah, so what I was gonna say is Tiff's doing We Draw Wednesdays as well. So she just created an Instagram account and hashtag for We Draw Wednesdays. So she's gonna be working on that. I'm gonna try to participate in that starting tomorrow. And yeah, that'll be cool. Created. Yeah. Yeah, I would totally play Untitled Goose Game on stream. Has anyone been streaming that? I bet it's hilarious. I need to get that. Oy. Beat it last week. So I didn't think I was gonna do Apple Arcade, but the price point, it was too good. Like I'll spend $5 a month on games as it is and not have to have like in-app purchases and stuff like that. So I was like, well, that's dumb. Like that's a good deal. So I played. I downloaded a bunch. I wanted to play the sign. All right, let me pull this up. Too busy playing with shortcuts. That's the other thing. Like I should play with shortcuts more. Let's see. So the one I've been playing the most is Grindstone, but I hit a wall in that one. So I'm frustrated. I'm at the first map boss. So I don't know what board that is. I'm at the first map boss on Grindstone, and that one's got me kind of stuff. I downloaded What the Golf Symbol with Care, Pinball Wizard, Card of Darkness, Sasquatch, and Sayonara Wild Hearts. So I'll probably do Pinball Wizard next, and then What the Golf. But I don't know. It's like I didn't want another subscription service, but because I don't play games that much on my phone or my iPad, I rather so we'll see. So I'll take the first month free, and then I'll probably do next month, and then I'll see if that's good enough. Like that'll probably be the time where I decide, have I played enough to pay for the $5? And I mean, it's probably going to be, like that's a lot of content for $5. Plus, like, do they have a breakdown of the percentage of what like the makers get, right? Because like I'm a big direct support guy. Like I want to make sure like the maker, like I'll buy games or in apps just to support people. Like even if I don't like religiously play them, right? Like I'm cool like tossing $5, here, $5 there to support like creative stuff. Do we know how the Apple? You think they get a good percentage? I would think they'd have to work that hard to make that excellent of games. And to make money from it, right? So yeah, my assumption would be, I'm with you. Like it's like that's one of the I held off for about a week. And I was like, I just paid like $2.99 for some other game, for like one single game, and then the game's got like IAP on top of it. I was like, well, should I just pay $5 and play from this catalog? I was like, oh, maybe that is a better deal than, I was thinking. But like I said, after like 2-3 months, I'll know. Just because I don't play that many games on my devices as well. I'll play PlayStation games a lot. So if I say, okay, I have time to play a game, I'm firing up the PlayStation. I'm not grabbing my iPad or whatever, right? I guess that's how I'm looking at it. Oh, Jesse, if you're listening, did you get a shipping notification for your Burton case? The notifications have been super weird, but I'm pretty sure I shipped yours yesterday. I want to know if the notification came for that or not. Did not. Okay. That's good to know. That's good information. It did ship. So you should see it by the end of the week. It's weird that like the emails are imported into that, but I don't know why. Yeah, it's been hit or miss. Like I'll get a message, it's like, sweet, I got the shipping notification, and then other people say I didn't get a notification, and there's nothing different in the setup for those accounts. Your emails are in there, things like that. I wish I could explain it. Because with Spoke, we're doing it manually, since we have to build each product. We individually reply with tracking information on that. With the Burton, since I can do it in batches, and they're all in there, I thought it would be easier and everyone would get a notification, but it doesn't seem to be working that way. But I mean, as much as I love y'all, I'm not going to individually put reply with tracking. I think the consensus is that more people did not get a notification than did, even though I tried to give them to everybody. The email let me check something while I'm in here. I can do this while I'm here. I can look and see if it... Sometimes the ship station does funny things. Wow, I did not eat enough today, guys. I'm feeling funny. Maybe that's why I'm talking so much. No, because this isn't a notification. So what I did, so when you fill out the Kickstarter survey, yeah, I'm not gonna be here that long. I'll only be here till like 11:30 anyway, so I'll just grab something when I'm done. Oh, I usually carry a power bar in my bag. Let me see if I got one. I don't want to go raid the fridge because my niece and nephew are here today because they're on fall break, so they're just hanging out. And I know if I appear, I'll never get back. I'll never get back upstairs. No granola bar today. Rip. No big deal. If I was staying here longer, I would go get something to eat, but I know I'm not. So what I was saying about the shipping stuff is, so everyone, it's basically from the Kickstarter. Yeah, have them bring me food. I should text Katie and say, hey, bring me some food up here. I think Mark's been on stream once. That kid is a riot. If we got up here, we could have like an 8-hour stream and he wouldn't stop talking. It'd be amazing. He's hilarious. He's like whip smart. He's a good kid. They're both great kids. Back to what I was talking about. Kickstarter surveys, fill in your address, email information. Then I dump that into a spreadsheet, take that spreadsheet, manipulate it, and take like 2 hours to get it into ShipStation in the right format that I want. It's a pain in the ass. In the end, I got exactly what I wanted. Got the email addresses in there, but it still, for whatever reason, does not like it. So like I'm looking right at Jessie's email address in her ShipStation information, but whatever reason, it did not want to send the notification. So like all these notifications are blanked out. So I'm going to go in here and see if I can push these notifications right now. So Jessie, you can tell. Well, ShipStation, you don't have. ShipStation's the best of a bad situation, right? So, what steps am I taking to protect your stuff? Not many. So, yeah, it's like PayPal, right? Like PayPal is not the best product in the world. It just happens to be the product that you use, right? Because it's the most accepted, right? So the biggest problem I have with ShipStation is the notification part. No, I'll look at the that's a good link. I'll check that out. So importing spreadsheets, Excel files, CSV files is the biggest nightmare. Otherwise, ShipStation's fine. It's when we have to import a project into it that wasn't ordered directly from our site. Anything direct ordered from Knock, Pen Addict, anything that uses ShipStation, flawless, perfect. It's taking a spreadsheet of data when I have a project and getting it in without losing all my hair. Like I've lost all my hair loss recently is from ShipStation. So I can get the file from Kickstarter like that, get the columns I want, get everything. Then I have to clean it up even more. And I think it took me like 2 hours to import the file in the format to get the results that I wanted into ShipStation. That's the challenge. So, all right, let me see if my notifications updated. So they did not update. So I'll just have to look at it. So like I did that and then shipment email. Yeah. Jesse, if you want to text me, I'll send you your tracking number. I can put it in chat for everyone. Does everyone want to see Jesse's tracking? Yeah. We're almost done though. Like 56. I should get them done tomorrow. And then I get to go through the last 40 or 50 who did not have addresses. So I got to sort out the remaining. That'll leave me with like 40 backers that have invalid information. But as long as I've got everyone shipped who answered the survey in a timely fashion, we'll mark it done, and then I'll reach out individually to everyone. Importing data is always a pain. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Especially when you're yelling at your computer going, I'm doing exactly what you told me to do, and it's still not working. All right, so there's a 0% chance I'm going to get through the rest of these today. But I'm super happy that I can see the end of this batch, of this cycle of notebooks going out, which has me ready to get the rest of them go out. So we were talking about pen shows. How many left? That much. So the initial run was 200. So this is all that's left. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, let's talk about pen shows. Hang on, I'm doing 5 things at once here. I'm just going to text Jessie because she must not be listening, so she's not texting me, so I'm just going to text her tracking number. I can do that, right? How many replied to your notebook survey? It was like 280. Well, I can tell you, it might be more than, it was maybe 3 something. So it's like 350 because it'd be like 330 because I have 149 names left and I did 200 initially. So subtract this off of that. So somewhere around 330. So everyone on this list is going to get something. I just got to get the next 200 notebooks packaged into I got to order the envelopes, pack all that stuff, and then we'll call this a wrap. And I'm going to do that this year. Like I'm going to get everyone their notebook this year. I'm not going to reopen up the list. If you're reading back through like the membership link and you never replied to it, you can got him. Yeah, you only got it because I texted it to you. Everyone else did not get it. Do I regret doing the notebook project? 0%. I love doing this. I regret not getting to it sooner, which was what I was going to get to in this talk. In my TED Talk, welcome to my TED Talk, when we were talking about the pen shows and how many are left this year. I was like, man, I wish I would go to one. I need to go to one. It is super hard for me to get anything done and go to a decent amount of pen shows. So I'm feeling pretty confident about, like, I have to limit myself to about 5. And I'm looking at these, it's like, man, I'd love to go to Denver. I'd love to go to Toronto again. I'd love to go to Detroit. Not really interested in going to Columbus. But, like, that's a lot of pen shows, which is awesome. And, like, I feel kind of guilty if I don't go, like, every couple months, just from, like, a business perspective. Like, I want to go, Tokyo. Like, all of these shows are, like, on my list. But I get really tired, and, like, it's really hard for me to travel. I used to like traveling more just a few years ago than I do now because maybe I wasn't as busy as at home. Like, my kids are getting older, so, like, there's more responsibility, more things to do with them, which is cool. Like, this is 0% a complaint. but I I get like a pin show. Honestly, I feel like it takes about 2 weeks out of my year for every show. Like 1 week for the show and 1 week for the prep and the cool down, right? So it's super exhausting. So like I can do like 5 seems like a good number. So Atlanta's a guarantee. After that, I got to figure it out. And it's like, I want to go to Philly. I want to go to Baltimore. I want to go to DC. I want to go to San Fran. I want to go to Chicago. Reed Whistles. Thank you so much. Good morning. It's cold and rainy. I would take cold and rainy right now. I want to go to London. I want to go to Tokyo. It's like, I can't do all these things. I know that. So I haven't found that balance yet, even though I've kind of done the same amount of shows every year. I want to enjoy it more than I do. And I don't mean that negatively at all, because I love every minute of being at the pin show. It's the before and after at home where I get very behind in my work. So, like, I want to go to 10 pin shows a year because I love that. But it's the before and after that's just crushing to me. Like when I get home after a pin show, like the first day I pretty much can't even work. Like I'm just spent trying to figure it out. Be like Kimberly, pass. Love you, Kimberly, but no. And I don't know. I'm in a weird place because I want to do more. And then I just look at like the cost physically and mentally, not even monetarily, as being not worth it in the end. Like I love every minute when I'm there. And then when I get back, I'm like, I'm never doing that again. Or even the first day when I arrive, like to be perfectly honest, like I freak out. Like the first day I get to a pin show, it's like, I'm ready to go home now. But then once the pin show starts, it's like the best thing ever, right? So that's kind of where my head is at. So this year I'm going to go ahead and try to plan out my show year ahead of time. That way I know, because it's actually kind of hard for me. My wife's schedule planning has changed, so I can't plan out everything as far in advance. But I'm going to go ahead and do that anyway and just kind of set it in stone and then work around that ahead of time, instead of saying like it's a month out from San Francisco and like, am I for sure going? Where this way I can go ahead and plan it out and say, yes, San Francisco, I'm for sure going, and then work up to that and around that in a better fashion. So that's what I'm thinking. We'll see. Are shows where you don't do a knock table easier at all? We're going to find out, because I want to do that more. That's a guilt thing, right? I feel like if I'm going to be at a show, I'm going to be there for the weekend because I'm traveling. Well, if I'm going to be traveling, I should bring knock to sell stuff, because that's good for business, right? It's good for getting it out there. And so I hardly ever go to a pin show where I'm not working for behind a table, either for Van Ness or knock. So if I go to Philly, I'm going to not work. Like I'm going to go to the pin show. Like Chicago would be a good show for me for that. Like it would definitely be easier. But yeah, I don't know. So like as many years as I've done this, I'm still trying to figure it out. That's the thing. And it changes all the time. Like my life situation changes. Hey, my kids are older now. They need me around more to do things. Yes. So Mistress Darna. So you can let's just take the United States. I don't want to misspeak. There's pin shows all around the world, and they're generally like in big cities for like a 3-day weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Think of it like a trade show, but on a much smaller scale. Hotel ballroom sized trade show where people go and people have booths set up and sell pins and related products. So there's there's like 4 in October in the US and Canada. Like there's a lot. There's like 20 throughout the U.S. probably through the year, 15 to 20 maybe. So yeah, sell pen cases out of a trench coat. I've thought about that. Yeah, London, Toronto coming up in a month. So yeah, I'm still trying to figure it all out. I like to pretend like I totally have it together, but I don't. Yes, so like pens that we write with. PEN shows, not PIN shows. Although PIN shows are a thing. I mean, Jacqueline, that's like that would be a perfect situation for me. No joke whatsoever. Like, ask Jacqueline what she's going to and go to those. Because Jacqueline's one of my best friends. And I love Jacqueline. Oh, Boredom. Like, we're talking about pen shows and traveling to pen shows and me kind of whining. Even though I shouldn't. I have nothing to whine about. I'm kind of jokingly whining. So, I mean, if that's not guaranteed boredom, I don't know what is. Like, dude, I'm super lucky to go to all these pen shows. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do. Like, I don't know. I'm not, that's the wrong way to put it. I'm trying to figure out what's the right thing to do, and I probably overthink it. I think that's the nut of this conversation. Like, I way overthink these things. So, Jacqueline's going to Colorado. Yeah. That should be fun. Denim jacket with pens. Do it. All right, I should write this next address. So here's the boring part while I don't talk while I write. This is guaranteed to bore you. I might just have to finish the rest of these at home so I can call it a wrap. And I need to make myself a note to order new envelopes for the next round. I hope I've put the international stamps on the international envelopes today. I haven't been paying that close of attention. We'll go with solid maybe on that. All right, it's 11 o'clock. I'm good till about 11:30 today, so about 30 more minutes. Maybe a little longer. We'll see how it goes. And then I got to jump. I have to go finish some stuff at home, and then I have to watch the Destiny launch at 1 o'clock today. New Year of Destiny comes out at 1. So that's a big thing in my book. I got a lot of my Tuesday work done yesterday, so I could watch all the Destiny stuff. But I got more to do. I gotta finish. Oh, did my giveaway post this morning? I always pre-schedule my posts and then sometimes forget. Okay, Hobonichi Techo Weeks giveaway is live on penaddict.com right now. Go enter. Did y'all enter the Sailor one last week? That was a dope giveaway. Someone in Texas won that. Oh, Genie. Yes, you saw it on the Twitters. Thank you. Yes, so I'm gonna... I really want to go to Philly. So I'm gonna look at that. I am traveling one more time this year, though. But that's pretty easy. It's a Drum Goals thing. The pilot thing I was talking about when we started the stream. Pilot in store at Drum Goals. That's an easy trip because I'll leave Friday, get there Friday afternoon, and I'll be home Sunday afternoon. That's pretty quick and easy. And then Philly, I'm 100% planning on just attending. Lisa Van Ness told me she had such a good time last year. Just not working, just attending, that I'm like, I have to do that more. I need to do, like, it would be nice if I did that twice a year. If I had 2 pen shows a year where I just went to, and those would be the ones, those would be like the rotating shows. Like I think Jim said, Oh, Sheldon. Sheldon gets big hugs. I was there when Sheldon was a pup. I was there when they got Sheldon, like the first day or two last year, or shortly thereafter when Sheldon was a puppy. So that would be my rotating shows, right? And that would be my break shows, like take a mental break show. Would be the ones I just attended to attend. So Philadelphia would be one, then I pick another. Maybe it's Chicago, where I don't have to pack all this crap and go. Ooh, sis one. Oh, nice. Did I see her post that on Instagram? I noticed I'm gonna retweet her post on the 30 days 30 inks challenge, because she used a knock notebook flipped open. Like, it's like the perfect use for one of our top bound notebooks. Like, I loved it. Yeah, I look at them traveling all over. Like, I don't get it. So I spent like an hour and a half on the phone with Lisa yesterday. She always calls me after the shows to do recaps. That's just kind of our thing. And she could barely talk. And then we still talked for an hour and a half. But her voice sounded like this. She sounded da 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 da. Yeah, maybe, but you still like, there's a responsibility, like, even if you have super help. So if I could commit to doing like 2 shows where I'm not working, I'm just going to hang and enjoy, that would be dope. I'll work on that. Philly's going to be the first one. And then like Chicago would be a perfect one for that. Yeah, so like I could go to the Cubs game and like, do other things. First day of Inktober. Raise your hand if you're doing Inktober. Like, I'm not. I can't commit to Inktober. I can't commit to other things either. But 101. I would totally go to a Flyers game. The one thing, when I lived in Atlanta, we had the Thrashers, and it was I'm not a huge hockey fan, right? I follow sports in general. But hockey is, as much as I love baseball, I understand why hockey is so popular. The game experience live is something that is not able to be replicated anywhere. I went to minor league hockey in Atlanta too. The Knights. So yes, I would go to a Flyers game if they're in town. I may even go to a Sixers game, even though I don't care about basketball that much. I do like sporting event things. And I love what the Sixers do. And plus, as old as I am, I used to love the Sixers when I was younger. That was towards the end of Dr. J's heyday. So yeah, and then I was a Charles Barkley fan when he was with the Sixers. So Sixers might win it all next year. Yeah, I would love to see that. I mean, I love Joel Embiid. Ben Simmons went to LSU, even though he's kind of a dick. I still kind of like him, but I just like how any organization that does things differently, I'm a fan of, right? Oh, they definitely have the worst sports fans. I would not go to an Eagles game. I would not enjoy that. I would go to any other Philly sporting event. I would not go to an Eagles game. It wouldn't be worth my mental state for that. I don't drink enough to enjoy an Eagles game. That would be a bad idea. To go to that completely sober, and be a bad idea to go drunk too, which is why I would avoid it completely. 30 inks in 30 days backed up by Inktober. That would be tough. We could do sports commentary all day. I just know how much it would bore people. Like, I haven't been talking about the Wolves this much this since this season started, because I think I've only caught one full match live. And I'm just finally glad they got their first W. Like, this is how last season started, and they are much better this year than they are last year. So I know they will right the ship, but they have to be tired. Like, they their success breeds exhaustion in soccer, it seems, because the better the players are, the more they're used outside of their season, like during the season. It's something that I haven't like totally grasped. uh like I don't know how these guys do it and how they are physically prepared for all these matches. So there's we'll end my sports commentary on that today. Actually, we won't end it because I'm super happy that I'm watching soccer. I don't watch the NFL at all, and I have not missed it. I've even, like, pretty much all football is just not that interesting anymore. American football, I should clarify. All right, we're going to have to wrap this because I need to go get something to eat. Like, I'm starting to feel funny a little bit. I did it to myself this morning. Coffee and no food is generally a bad idea for me, and I got busy this morning, and I'll forget to eat breakfast. Like, I just start working. We'll do a few more. But yeah. Yeah, I should eat breakfast. Could you hear my stomach? It was actually it growled just a second ago. I was wondering if you could really hear it or not. Probably not. Yeah, the Braves are doing great. So baseball is my jam. Braves start the playoffs. They play Thursday night, but I'll start watching the playoff games tonight. There's a wild card game tonight and a wild card game tomorrow night that is, if the games are good, can be some of the most compelling baseball you'll see all year, just because it's a one and done series. Yeah, Eliminator Aid. Totally. Yeah, even supposing, like, I'm close to canceling everything. Like, we stream now. Like, we use PlayStation View, and then, like, I've canceled that in the past, but I only re-upped it because I get blacked out on Braves games. This little envelope came apart, so I'm using the side stickers of the stamp sheet to reattach it, so I don't have to waste this one. I understand why people don't like baseball. Like, I get it. Like, I'm not gonna like preach for why you should love baseball, and it's the ultimate sport. I mean, it's not. I understand why people don't like it, and I understand the problems that they have marketing it to a new generation, because it's a slow game. But yeah. Yeah, so I still think I might go ahead and cancel, even with my MLB TV subscription. Like, I can't watch the Braves because of the stupid archaic blackout rules. But I listened to more games on the radio this year than I watched, probably, just because I usually do something else. Like, I can't sit still. So, like, I'll have to have the baseball game on the radio and then something else on the TV or working on the computer or whatever. Yeah, playing softball is better than watching. I will agree with that. I love watching softball, though, too. Me and the kids love watching like the women's college World Series softball. We'll watch as much softball as we can. They like watching that more than baseball. But back to the whole TV thing. Yeah, I could just turn off the subscription to the PlayStation View, and we watch no TV other than me watching baseball, pretty much. That's not on Netflix or Amazon Prime or whatever. I mean, like, my wife watches like a lot of series, but it's all like stuff we can stream. And then, like, I subscribed to HBO when Game of Thrones was on, but just for that, I'd start it when it started and then end it when it was done. I don't have it otherwise. I don't watch too much TV. I gotta finish Schitt's Creek though. I watched Schitt's Creek on my trip out to San Francisco and back, and fell in love with it. And I got one season left, I think, before their new one. Oh yeah, the kids love the mascots. Hey, anything else we need to talk about on the podcast tomorrow? We didn't. Before I sign off for the day and go get something to eat, any topics you want us to hit? I definitely have room for tomorrow's chat. Y'all gave me a couple early. Mike must have heard me talking. I just realized we'll talk about this on. All right, even supposing. See ya. Oh, Lord, he just had a crazy idea. All right, I need to turn this off. He just had a really insane idea that's actually a good one. New entry-level platinum on the list. Is there a new entry-level platinum? There's that nib patent from Kickstarter. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. Ooh, October, I got to your horror story. That was a really good one. What's the name of the platinum? Why am I missing this? Or a link? Mike's lost his mind. I sent Mike mail. I don't know if we'll be able to talk about it tomorrow. We probably will. We'll talk about it tomorrow. And now he's got this idea that's just... It's a good idea, though. Yeah, give me a name on that platinum. Or a link. And tell me how I missed it. Like, I don't know how I missed that. I missed a lot of things. That's not one I should miss. Entry-level platinum. That's like my wheelhouse. Because I will definitely talk about that. What else? Anything else? So yeah, we'll actually, so tomorrow we'll do horror story prep. So like we'll make everyone like send in their stuff for like the end of the month. We'll do the last episode of the month, horror stories. Although we have a double coming up in a week, we might pre-record that. We might do that for our double episode. It's usually hard for us to do full content drops on if we're recording a double header. So that might be a good horror stories, but that still gives me time to request horror stories. All right, pre-fount. Let's see. Let's see. Pre-fount. That is a terrible name. How do you even say that? I just want to say Prefontaine, right? It's the Prefount. Okay, so it's between the Preppy and the Plaisir. I like the looks. Yes, you should email me, Lemonadeorade. You should email me, and we can look at why it did not arrive. But we had one for sure. If we ever don't have a refill, I will make it mega crystal clear, because I am so committed to that that I will absolutely let people know if there's something comes up. And I've never missed one without letting people know, or delayed one. So you need to email me and we can figure it out, or check your spam first just to see, but we need to look at it. Pre-fount. Yeah, this looks like it could be a great option. Well, I'm reading the Nike book too, the Shoe Dog, Phil Knight's autobiography. Everyone raved about it. I'm about 2/3 through. I don't care, Tony, as long as your subscription keeps renewing. You can wipe your booty with you can print out my refill and wipe your butt as long as the money keeps coming. Love you, man. Yeah, I'm reading the Phil Knight book, and I'm about 2/3 through, and like so many people raved about this book, and it's a good book. I'm not like, it's not going to be like the book for me, but I don't know, maybe it's been really good. And then we'll see. We'll see when I get done with it. But I just got 3 books in yesterday, and I have a 4th coming, so I need to finish this book this week. It's been a very easy read. It's been a good read. I don't know that I'm going to be the one recommending it like it was so recommended to others, but I'm like 2/3 into it, and he's just starting Nike now, so I've just been like getting like, all right, let's get to the point, Phil. So it's a good, easy read, but I'm not fawning over it so far like everyone else has been. If it's not in your spam, you need to email me, because then I can check on the MailChimp side, and they have all the tools that tell me what could have happened. Like, did it deliver? Did something weird happen? So we can sort it out. And you need to email me so I can send you the link to it so you can read it, more importantly. And then we can figure out why it didn't arrive. All right, last one here. Only got maybe a dozen left, so we did okay today. And I'll finish these up, maybe even at home today, so we can get a new batch going. I mean, what am I going to stream about if I'm not addressing envelopes, right? Mathanius, welcome and goodbye, because I'm about to log off. Oof, that was a bad stamp. Field Notes brand. All right. Let's see. Is it 11 o'clock? Yeah, that's when 11 hits. Platinum Prefontaine. Boy. Legends of the Fall. That's cool. That's cool. I like it. Oh, they're lined. Rip. Frickin' rip. God damn it. Oop, that was terrible. I shouldn't have said that. These are awesome. And they're lined. It's like, I love the... Okay, send me an email. Yeah, these are great. Like, that's what I want from Field Notes. Just like the last edition's what I want from Field Notes. Oh, yeah, lined is... I don't argue that lined is not the best seller. I argue that I don't want it. I argue that I'm selfish. But these are awesome. These are great. I mean, yeah. So we'll talk about it on the... hopefully, Mike is not watching the stream right now and doesn't know my thoughts. But, I mean, yeah, of course I'm going to like these. Oh, 70-pound paper? Perfect. I mean, so when I grade these, you know, how I like them or not, you know, a lot of it is based on what I think, and a lot of it's based on what my expectations are from Field Notes. So this ranks high in the what I expect from Field Notes to deliver to me on a monthly basis. So yeah, like, there's no way I wouldn't like these. These are fantastic. Very, very nice. All right, anything else before we wrap it up today? Let's chill for a minute, catch my breath, and then go get some food. I'm not eating lunch at home today. I'm gonna pick something up. I'm gonna treat yourself today, which I rarely do. So what is treat yourself? Oh, resolution was bad. What is your treat yourself drive-through fast food thing? Like, I'm 90% sure I'm getting Zaxby's today. That's for those that don't have a Zaxby's. It's basically a chicken tender. They're known for their chicken tenders, but they have other things like sandwiches. Noodle soup, that would be... Popeyes would be mine if they had something near me. Like, it is not on my way home. I shouldn't have gone through those Field Notes things before the stream. Arby's. I wish there was the Panda Express by me. McD's, Shake Shack. Shake Shacks have drive-thrus? Man, y'all are making me want to stop and get Panda Express, even though that's way out of my way. That sounds good. Maybe I'll just eat at home and do that for dinner. My wife's working till 9, so... What's Cane's Box? I haven't heard of them. Okay, what is Cane's? Y'all gotta explain that one to me. That one's not in my region. Chicken? Well, that's right up my alley. They had a pretty good chicken place in Little Rock. Yeah, so that's what Zaxby's is pretty much, which is why I like it. Too sagey on the seed. That's not the flavor or direction I'd want to go. Yeah, I think Zaxby's is gonna win the day. We'll have to do fast food stream, pharmacist life. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so who knows what I'm cooking for the kids tonight. Last night we had tacos. Like, I was down with that. Like, I can cook some tacos. Like, we're good with that. And like, I'm one and done. Like, I have no concept of what I'm having for dinner tonight, and it's all on me. So we'll figure something out. But we used to do pancakes a lot. We'll probably have like BLTs tonight because we grow tomatoes, and Mary Beth just picked like 10 off the vines this morning, so we'll probably have like BLTs. I wish I had a good deli. Macon doesn't have like local or small type things. Everything's chain. Otherwise, I would probably eat deli for lunch every day if I had a good one. That's like, I love sandwiches, like good sandwiches. That's kind of my jam. Spaghetti carbonara. That would be good. All right. This was a mistake talking about food when I'm this hungry, so I'm going to call it. Y'all have a good day. I'll see you online. If you come up with more podcast topics, let me know. I'm gonna write the show this afternoon to get us ready for tomorrow. But with the field notes drop, we'll have plenty to talk about and do some other things. So I'm gonna go eat before I pass out. But y'all are awesome. So this was a terrible idea to start talking about food before I had food. All right, love y'all. Be good. I'll talk to you later.